What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing the Macallan 12-year-old 110 proof. You heard that right. They finally did what probably every whiskey influencer slash whiskey geek has been begging for since the last cask strength 10-year-old. Now, I get this is not cask strength, but 55% is a great ABV. And again, it's age stated, no added color, really nice color on that one. All the things that we were asking for. It doesn't say unchill filtered on the box or bottle, but I have my suspicions that it might be unchill filtered. They have changed their look, and I know this is something that you'll see with the new regular 12 and the new regular 15. The cap is a little different. It's different than the old or the newish old 12 cap. All right, so color is a little darker. The caps are better, in my opinion. A much more sleek look to the caps, and none of this weird twist off that the old 12 used to be. Gonna do a review of the 110 by itself today, and then on the Whiskey Rant with Jeremy, we're gonna do a comparison, and maybe we'll add in an old 12 or something of that sort. Let's see if it's as good as the hype. This is my first impression. So, not the most fair review, but I wanted to get this to you guys as soon as I possibly could. It has been open for quite some time. Great Macallan nose right off the hop. Definitely Macallan distinct. I've heard and read some reviews that it doesn't really smell or taste like Macallan. Maybe if that's side by side with one of the other ones, but I think what's happening here is that it's just more robust. There's a lot more fruit forward notes. Really strong on the raspberry compote, cherry compote kind of notes. Really nice cherry notes. Has that slight chocolate orange kind of note that Macallan often has. Really nice. Okay, so again, this is a fresh crack, fresh pop. I could have done those 10-second reviews that I always do that are never actually 10 seconds, but I decided to do a full, fair review on this because myself, along with pretty much everyone that's ever tried a really nice Macallan from back in the 90s, begged for this exact thing for a very long time from Macallan. The Edition series almost came close to being right. If those were age stated, they would have been perfect. This is the right way, and I hope that this becomes a bigger release than just New York and some other states. At the moment, I think only New York has this. I could be wrong. Maybe it's starting to pop up in some of the other states. I know it's going to be pretty much a US exclusive, along with some parts of Asia, but that's it. So thank you to my boy Anthony for bringing this up. He went down for his birthday, happy 40th. He went down for his birthday with his wife and brought this up for me to review, and I got to buy this at retail, which is really nice of him. Great nose. Nice viscosity on the, like, whatever that actually means. The aroma of viscosity. It's just thick, dessert-like notes, cherry compote, raspberry compote, some chocolate. You could tell they went above and beyond with their cask selection on this particular bottling. I wonder how many were made. The 43% version that I have here, I don't know if all places get it at 43%. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of places that only get it at 40. But just, I mean, you could tell the color difference right off the hop. And it doesn't have that robust nature on the nose. Okay, on the palate. It's actually very drying. That was my first sip, so I'm going to do another one to give a better assessment. But Lots of Macallan characteristic coming through. It reminds me a lot of the Ruby in color, in taste, in nose. My guess is this is majority European oak. A bit sweeter on second sip, virtually no heat, which is surprising. 55%, 12 years old. You would think you're gonna get a little bit of heat here. No heat. And it's lingering. I'm still tasting it. Great finish. Incredible finish. All right. I mean, my initial thoughts are this is the Macallan that is going to win back a lot of people. If they continue down this trend, continue to make the 12 at 110, continue to make other options at 110, so like the 15 maybe, the 18, you're going to see a lot of people coming back to Macallan. This was pretty reasonably priced too. This was 120 American with tax and exchange for Canadians. Because of the tax, like I said, it was like 192, 193, something like that, Canadian dollars, which is not cheap, but to put that into perspective, at the LCBO, this 12-year-old at 43% is $200. In Alberta, you can get it for about 150 plus tax and shipping, unless it's on sale. So I think BSW does have the regular 12 on sale for around 130 bucks. But again, tax, shipping, right? So to spend a few extra dollars or even 20 extra dollars and get it at this presentation is a win for me. Last sip, I'm going to give this a mark. Yeah, more orange heavy now. Definitely cherry. Some licorice notes, like strawberry licorice. The nose is so nice. At the moment, I would say the nose is better than the palate, but not by a whole lot. The palate's getting really, really nice as this opens up even more. Again, remember, this is a fresh crack, so this is only gonna get better. The legs on that glass suggest that this is unchill filtered, in my opinion. Incredible legs. I really like this new cap too. I know that's kind of irrelevant, but the way they did the new cap is really cool. Man, I'm trying not to ride the hype train on this one. Trying to look for flaws. There's no heat. There's nothing off-putting on the palate. In fact, the finish I'm still tasting right now as I talk. The nose is great. The price is right. Man. I gotta give this one an 89, honestly. And I honestly believe that this is gonna go up in score. I hope, for everybody's sake, that it goes down in score. Because if it goes down in score, then there's not gonna be this whole secondary craze for this bottle. And then hopefully Macallan will pump this out regularly and throughout the world, as opposed to just in a few spots in the planet. So, yeah, this is an 89. I'd be hard pressed to give it less. It wouldn't be fair. When they do it right, they do it right. And we know that about Macallan. And that's probably why they've garnered so much hate, because we know what they are capable of. So why not do that more often? Ask for less money, provide better quality. And this is an example of that. I don't know anybody that would prefer to buy the Harmony series over this bottle. You'd be absurd to do that. Maybe there's older stuff in the Harmony series, but they're very thin. I have the Arabica over my shoulder, which I did a 10-second fresh pop on, and I will review it eventually. But this is way better right off the hop, way better. Okay, so that's it. Thanks again to Ant for this bottle, muling this up to Toronto for me. Really appreciate it. That's it for me, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Discord. I'll leave the Discord chat below. Cheers.